Imagine you had a magic notebook. Every time you wrote a single sentence in it, that exact same sentence instantly copied itself into millions of perfectly identical copies held by people all over the world. To understand how a digital version of this notebook could actually work as money, we first have to look at what money really is. A paper bill isn't valuable because you can eat it or wear it. It only works because everyone agrees it has value. Money is simply a shared agreement. Throughout history, humans have used all sorts of unexpected things to represent this agreement. People have traded heavy blocks of salt and glass beads, and, as you can see here, cowrie shells. As long as every person in the trade trusts the system, the specific object being used doesn't actually matter. For a long time, the official record of who owns what was kept in books like this, handwritten bank ledgers. Today, we use digital versions of these same spreadsheets, but they are still private and they are owned and controlled entirely by banks. The problem with a central bank is that you have to trust them to be perfect. If they make a mistake, if they decide to print too much new money, or if they decide to freeze your account, you are stuck because they hold the only official copy of the record behind a locked door. This leads to a question that changed the way we think about value. Could a record exist that nobody owns and nobody controls, but that everyone can still trust? Let's look at how we'd build that record from scratch. We start with a single blank page. As people trade with each other, we write down a simple list of those transactions until the page is completely full. Once full, a math formula creates a unique fingerprint for that text. We place a copy of that fingerprint at the top of the next page. This chains them together. If someone changes a past page, the fingerprint shatters and every following page breaks. Because these pages are chained together, we call it a blockchain. But instead of keeping this notebook in one bank vault, thousands of independent computers around the world each hold their own full copy of it. If a bad actor tries to slip a fake transaction into their copy of the notebook, the rest of the network compares it against the majority. When the math doesn't add up, the group simply rejects the change. This creates a record that doesn't live in one place, but in thousands. However, having thousands of copies only works if everyone can agree on which one is the real one, and that requires a way to make lying impossible. If there is no boss in charge of the network, how do we decide who actually gets to authorize and write the next official page? The solution is a worldwide race. Anyone can set up their computer to become a miner. These computers compete to solve an incredibly difficult math puzzle that can only be solved by guessing millions of combinations until one gets lucky. The first computer to solve the puzzle wins the right to write the next page, earning brand new digital coins. This is proof of work. It requires huge amounts of electricity, making lies financially ruinous. If rejected, you've burned that energy for nothing. By making it expensive to cheat and profitable to be honest, the network stays secure. You aren't relying on the kindness of a bank manager. You're relying on the fact that math doesn't change and electricity isn't free. One thing that surprises many people is that your digital coins do not actually sit on your phone or in an app. Your balance exists only as a permanent entry in that shared global notebook. What you actually own is a unique mathematical proof called a private key. When you want to move your coins, you use this key to create a digital signature. It proves to the entire network that you are the one with the right to move those specific funds without you ever having to reveal who you are. But removing the bank also removes the safety net. If you lose your private key, there is no forgot password button and no customer service line to call. Those coins will stay in the notebook forever, visible to everyone, but reachable by no one. Different notebooks serve different needs. Bitcoin acts as digital gold, scarce and limited. Ethereum is a digital vending machine, automatically running deals through smart contracts. And stablecoins stay steady, usually matching $1. This technology allows you to send value to anyone with an internet connection, anywhere on Earth, in minutes. It doesn't matter if it's 3 a.m. on a Sunday or a holiday. The notebook never closes. Of course, these benefits come with real risks. Prices can rise or fall by huge amounts in a single day. Transactions can't be reversed if you make a mistake, And because it's a new frontier, scammers are always looking for people who don't yet understand how the system works. Ultimately, cryptocurrency is a revolutionary tool for coordination. It's a global, bossless notebook that grants us a new kind of financial freedom, as long as we are willing to take on the personal responsibility that comes with it.